Now, your primetime local news leader, Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a body found in the ocean earlier this week has been identified as missing lobsterman Tyler Michaud. The 18-year-old from Steuben went missing on July 21st after he went out to haul and set traps. Department of Marine Resources Commissioner Patrick Kelleher says he's grateful for the tremendous outpouring of support that followed Tyler's disappearance. He says the efforts of all who joined in that search were unprecedented. In other news tonight, a Somerset County grand jury has indicted a man for manslaughter in connection with a crash that killed 2 women. That crash happened on Route 201 in Karatunk back in May. Police say 33-year-old Eric Tankerley of Moscow was trying to pass a car driven by 25-year-old Jordan Merchant of Eastbrook. Somerset County Sheriff Chief Deputy Michael Mitchell said Tankerley hit Jordan's car and then she lost control before hitting a tree. Merchant and her passenger, 28-year-old Lindsay Walsh of Lakeville, Mass., died at the scene. Mitchell said speed and alcohol appeared to be factors in that crash. Tankerley was indicted on charges of manslaughter, criminal OUI, criminal speeding, and driving to endanger. The grand jury also handing up a superseding indictment for the former superintendent of the Anson-Madison Water District. 34-year-old Michael Corson of Madison and another employee are accused of selling former water lines for scrap metal and keeping more than $12,000 in proceeds. Somerset County District Attorney Megan Maloney says they became aware of the new charges while investigating the initial case. Corson was indicted for theft by misapplication of property. Well, a portion of Route 202 in Newburgh was closed Friday morning after a tractor trailer went off the road. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office and Newburgh Fire responded to a report of a rollover at around 7:30 a.m. Crews had to close the roadway while a tow company cleared the wreckage. The operator of the truck suffered minor injuries. That crash remains under investigation. Police, meanwhile, are investigating after a string of threats at Walgreens across Maine, including a suspicious package that showed up at the Walgreens in Topsom today. Police evacuated the store and called in a bomb squad, which did an X-ray of the package and found it just contained a car part. Police say someone called in bomb threats to numerous Walgreens locations around the state yesterday.
The employees were concerned about the way the person that was mailing the package through the FedEx box here was acting, and it was a little suspicious, and then after talking they decided that they should give us a call, which, you know, in this day and age with what has happened, it's probably the right call.
That store has since reopened. Rainy weather forced state authorities to temporarily suspend the search for a missing Waterville man. Our Matthew Jurancic has the latest on those search efforts.
The Maine Warden Service and Maine Marine Patrol are still searching for 42-year-old John Lessard, who's been missing since Monday. Lessard was last believed to have gone into the Kennebec River somewhere near the north end of the Riverwalk. Sergeant Josh Boubier of the Maine Warden Service is supervising the search. He gave us the latest on their search efforts Thursday.
We conducted some dive operations on the Kennebec River in Waterville. Those were unsuccessful.
Sergeant Boubier says crews spent Thursday searching an area near the Lockwood Dam and 2 Cent Bridge, deploying divers and using a remotely operated vehicle.
Numerous people, I think 2 or 3 calls, people reporting that they heard someone in the water yelling for help, as they were moving down the river.
However, Friday's rain suspended search efforts for the day. Despite no sightings, Christy Houston, Lessard's brother, still remains positive. In a Facebook post Friday morning, she thanked everyone for their efforts in trying to find John and support received during this difficult time. Sergeant Boubier says he expects teams to be back in the water as early as Saturday should conditions improve.
If the weather conditions permit, we'll probably have somebody on a boat. The planes will be flying. And we're pretty much flying the stretch of the river south of Waterville, all the way down through Bath.
Anyone with information should contact the Waterville Police Department at 680-4700. In Waterville, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A spokesperson for Northern Light Health announced today that the healthcare system is filing a lawsuit against the city of Brewer. Our AJ Douglas reviewed court documents to learn more about that complaint.
Friday, Northern Light Health filed a lawsuit at the Bangor Superior Court against the city of Brewer. The complaint alleges that around June 22, 2023, Brewer City Assessor decided to remove the property exemption for the Northern Light facilities located on 33 Whiting Hill Road, including the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute. Court documents state that Maine law allows for a property tax exemption for properties occupied by charitable institutions. The health center contends that the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute, where cancer patients are cared for, should be deemed a charitable institution. Since the assessor's decision, the city of Brewer has issued property tax bills to Northern Light Health, adding up to almost $500,000. The lawsuit requests that a judgment be made, which would affirm the Cancer Institute as charitable and declare the assessor's decision an unlawful error. We have reached out to the city assessor, but were told they were not currently available for comment. In Brewer, AJ Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News, signing off.
Well, as parents get ready to send their kids back to school, law enforcement officers and school leaders are reminding drivers to slow down in school zones. We spoke to a counselor at the Mary Snow School in Bangor, Erin McCullough. McCullough occasionally helps out as a cross guard, and she's reminding drivers that many students walk to school and to take extra caution near those school zones.
Make sure you're cautious of your surroundings, pay attention to the lights, pay attention to the crosswalks and those crossing guards with those stop signs. We've had many crossing guards that have had some really close calls, so we want to make sure that our staff and students are safe.
Bangor schools plan to welcome students back on September 5th. A very timely reminder there. Well, it's another day without water at a mobile home park in Wiscasset. The problem's become so bad that some residents are even collecting the rain for their homes. As Mel Meyer explains, the management company is missing a state deadline for a fix.
Completely dry.
Not a single drop comes out of James Cruz's faucet.
It's been going on since February.
Mike Harmon is the lawyer representing the Whippoorwill Hill Mobile Home Parks Management Company. He's told us for months there have been a number of issues, from a water shortage to problems with the well pumps, and now leaks, including one that's significant, which he says is being fixed tomorrow.
There's a lot of elderly people here. There's quite a few kids that live here. So you would think that more priority would be placed into getting this issue resolved.
Residents tell us it's cost them time and money. They are concerned more cost could be coming because sometimes a sediment comes out in the water.
And we're hoping that none of the appliances are ruined yet.
Bottled and gallons of water have been provided to residents for when it's needed. There's also a boil water notice in effect.
They just keep saying that they're going to fix it and it'll come back on for a little while and then it'll go back off.
The owner of the company, Bowie Brothers, confirms that drilling for a new well is expected to begin sometime next week. Their work could take several days.
That's what comes out. At least we're getting some.
The water will still need to be tested before the new well can be used, which Harmon says could take 2 to 3 weeks. Until then, large water deliveries will continue.
I'm not surprised. They've been saying that they're going to do stuff over and over again since February.
I'd say at this point it's negligence.
Many telling us they don't want to go, but aren't sure what else to do.
I just wish they'd do something and fix it right.
In Wiscasset, Mel Meyer, CBS 13 News.
Now, the state says it does remain in contact with park management to ensure progress towards compliance, and in a letter sent in June, the Maine CDC laid out other issues that had to be addressed by certain dates. It said failure to address the actions in time could lead to enforcement referrals. We'll keep you updated on that story, but meanwhile, let's turn our attention to the outdoors and see when that rain is going to ease off for us.
All right, Peter, thank you. Your first weather is brought to you by Driveway Maintenance Paving. We offer quality work at affordable prices, and we had a cool day today. Rain, cool day out there. 62 Millinocket, 64 here in Bangor. Not normal, did not feel like summer at all, but tomorrow we'll get temperatures back up in the 70s. Still, though, lots of rain showers out here right now. Yet to get through tonight. It'll probably going to linger into about midday tomorrow. So the heaviest rain, I think, is behind us now, but overall expect showers in the forecast tonight and into tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast then tonight, though, is cloudy skies, some fog out there, and off and on rain showers, low temperatures in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
All right, so some nice sleeping weather at least. Thank you, Jeff. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, we'll have a preview of the Orono Commons County Fair. And today was move-in day for UMaine. Our David Ledford hears from students and parents. We'll have those stories and more local news when we come right back.
Hey, excuse me. Could you tell me how to get to Down East Toyota?
That's easy. All roads lead to Down East. If your current ride is not up to par, swing by Down East. Drive off in a new Tacoma or a Highlander with financing as low as 3.99% APR for 48 months. Get a grip on your fuel bills with one of Toyota's electrified vehicles. See the latest inventory at downeasttoyota.com.
Pretty nice.
Thanks.
I was talking about your truck.
All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Situated in Jonesboro on the coast of Maine lies Barren View Golf Course, a true links course that's a treat for golfers of all skill levels. We feature a driving range, putting green, practice sand trap, pro shop, and snack bar. Open 7 days a week. Please call ahead for a tee time.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Why are you here?
I want to get punished.
Fight!
Special Forces World's Toughest Test, September 25th on Fox.
Give your pets the attention they deserve with Bruce's Better Petter.
Okay, this product isn't real. It's snake oil. However, this is very real.
David Spade hosts a new game show that asks,
is it real or is it snake oil?
Snake Oil, series premiere Wednesday, September 27th on Fox.
If you're looking for some family fun this weekend, an event in Freeport is offering just that. The Cornhole for a Cause tournament is taking place there tomorrow. The event is being organized by the Summit Project, a nonprofit supporting Gold Star families.
Anytime that we get the opportunity to pull people from the community together and honor these men and women, we love taking the opportunity to do that. Help share the mission, help share the stories of these men and women and everything that they've done for us in our community.
In addition to the tournament itself, there's food, music, and a raffle. Registration is $30 a person or $60 for a team, with everyone competing for that $250 top prize. It all begins at the Stars and Stripes Bar on Varney tomorrow at noon. An Orono nursing facility is bringing back an annual fair this weekend to celebrate the end of summer. On Saturday, the Orono Commons will kick off its annual country fair with a ribbon-cutting ceremony for its newly renovated courtyard. Organizers say the event will give residents a chance to connect with the community, and the new courtyard offers them a safe space to enjoy the outdoors.
It lets our residents get outside, have a big celebration instead of just the normal day-to-day activities. We're really just looking to kick off the end of summer. It's just going to be such a great environment for our residents.
The event will feature fair games, a petting zoo, entertainment, and a variety of food options. That celebration kicking off at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, again at the Commons Courtyard, and everyone is invited. The next generation of UMaine students kicked off their college journey today. Our David Ledford spoke with students and parents about the emotional send-off.
I'm moving in today.
Around 2,000 students and their families flooded the University of Maine campus Friday for move-in day, many arriving from locations across the country.
I'm from Cedar Grove, New Jersey.
From Chicago, Illinois.
Connecticut. As freshmen filed into their new homes for the next semester, these new students and their parents were filled with a mix of emotions.
Nervous to start college. It's a big change in my life.
I'm excited for the future. It's a little tough dropping him off and leaving to go back home, but you know, he's got to be independent.
We're excited to join him on this journey as he becomes himself, and we're definitely pumped that he's out of the house too.
The campus was also filled with a number of volunteers who climbed endless flights of stairs throughout the day to help newcomers.
Every time I go out there, there's new cars. So we're kind of quick, but like, yeah, a lot of kids. We've been here since 7:45.
As students unpacked their belongings, they took some time to reflect on what they brought along: clothing, school supplies, and other essentials.
Thank you.
So these are my party shoes. I just wear them to every party, and everybody compliments them. They're great.
That's my PlayStation up there. It's important because I use it pretty much every day.
It's an Ibanez. I got it off one of my friends.
It's this pillow right here. It's my dog. I'm really gonna miss her, but I think that's probably the most important thing I packed.
As families said their goodbyes, some parents were left with a lingering question.
I'm very excited for him, but I don't really know who I'm going to nag now.
In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And congratulations and best of luck to all those incoming students. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, GOP candidates who attended Wednesday's debate are out trying to capitalize on their performances. We'll have their responses coming up, and the latest news out of Maui, including details on the county's lawsuit against Hawaiian Electric. We'll have those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a fifth-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore.
These days you can buy a new mattress anywhere. However, getting the right mattress at the right price will keep you up at night. When you're ready for a new mattress, come to Dorsey's. We've delivered more mattresses to this area than any other retailer. With over 48 years of experience, the largest in-stock selection, plus our 30-night sleep guarantee, we've got the right mattress for you at a great price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Sleep well, my friends.
Sunny's Par 3 and Driving Range, located in Winterport, is the perfect place to practice all aspects of your golf techniques. Owned and operated by professional golf instructor Sonny Reynolds, this Par 3 course will suit anyone's game. Sunny's features a Par 3 golf course, a driving range, and golf lessons are available too. It's easy to see why Sunny's Par 3 and Driving Range is the best kept secret in Winterport. We look forward to seeing you this season at Sunny's Par 3 and Driving Range.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
It's the first mugshot of a president in U.S. history. Former President Trump seen scowling in his booking photo after surrendering at the Fulton County Jail on Thursday. Fox's Steve Harrigan has the latest from Atlanta.
This is a powerful image. It thrills some, and it appalls others.
The image that everyone is talking about, the mugshot of former President Donald Trump. Trump surrendering at the Fulton County Jail Thursday, booked on 13 charges related to alleged attempts to overturn the results of the 2020 election.
You should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election.
After being assigned an inmate number, he was released on $200,000 bond.
I believe he's innocent. I will stand before my president.
It shows that even if you have all this money and all the power and you're the most powerful person in the United States, you are not above the law and you are not above consequences.
This is the fourth indictment the former president has faced, and many Republicans seem to agree with Trump's allegations the charges are politically motivated.
I think it's a sad day in America. I think it's disgraceful. I mean, the idea that we're seeing a mugshot of a 77-year-old former president, I mean, how did we get to this point?
The district attorney in Fulton County proposing a trial start date of October 23rd for all 19 defendants. But the judge has only granted that trial date for just one co-defendant so far.
Certainly, if you're asking for a speedy trial, you're going to get one. Most of the defendants, I think, are not eager to do that because this is a massive case and they've got to work through this evidence.
Next up legally will be the arraignment, likely sometime in September. That's when all 19 defendants will have a chance to be formally charged and make their plea. In Atlanta, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
The Trump campaign quickly taking advantage of the former president's mugshot, now selling merchandise like coffee mugs, T-shirts, and bumper stickers plastered with that historic image. Well, GOP candidates not named Donald Trump are fanning out across the country, trying to capitalize on their debate performances, and voters are weighing in as well. New polling showing who made the most of their night in Milwaukee and who has more work to do. Fox's Kevin Cork has more.
And you know, Boeing came off of it, but you've been pushing this lie.
The Nikki Vivek moment. It's one of many of the fireworks-filled evening for the GOP debate on Wednesday night. But a brand new poll taken the day after shows some candidates flared while others fizzled.
Think about what this country wants in the next leader. They want someone who is stable, consistent, and dependable. What we saw on the stage was chaos.
New data from Public Opinion Strategies, a polling firm working for the DeSantis campaign, shows the gap between the frontrunner, former President Trump, and the Florida governor could actually be shrinking among Iowa voters. DeSantis' numbers going from 14% up to 21% post-debate.
They had something about, after the debate, who would you consider voting for? And I think I was close to 70, Trump was like low 60s, and nobody else was even close to that.
According to the poll, not everyone benefited from their performance. Tim Scott dipped 1%, and businessman Vivek Ramaswamy had a significant drop.
I think I can deliver a landslide election in a way that nobody else in this race can.
Despite 4 criminal indictments, the former president remains atop the pack, his campaign fundraising off his historic mugshot.
I don't know that anyone in America should look at that and feel good about it. We shouldn't assume that he's going to be convicted. And the second thing is we shouldn't assume that he's going to be the nominee.
The Republican candidates are now hitting the road, taking their messages from the debate stage direct to the people. In Washington, I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
Meanwhile, there are more questions than answers following the deadly plane crash U.S. officials believe was carrying a rival of Vladimir Putin. While the Pentagon says Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin was targeted and killed in that spectacular plane explosion this week, the Kremlin rejects that assessment, calling the worldwide speculation, quote, all lies. Fox's Greg Palcott has more.
The cause of the plane crash presumed to have killed Wagner mercenary group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin remains a mystery. Still, the Russian government continues dismissing accusations they had anything to do with a fiery crash.
Of course, in the West, those speculations are put out under a certain angle, and all of it is a complete lie.
Early intelligence concluding the business plane carrying Prigozhin, 6 of his lieutenants, and 3 crew members was downed by an intentional explosion outside Moscow on Wednesday. Many believe Prigozhin was a target of Russian President Vladimir Putin for leading an uprising against Putin's regime some 2 months ago.
Well, I think Putin has done this largely, which is pretty obvious to anybody looking at this, to send a message that he's not going to tolerate opposition behavior, and certainly the most threatening opposition he's ever had.
Although they have not confirmed Prigozhin's death, the Kremlin is saying an investigation into the deadly incident is underway. with Moscow claiming they'll release details, including forensic analysis and genetic testing upon completion.
I can guarantee you that the report that comes out from Russia about this plane crash will either say nothing or will either come up with a false set of circumstances behind the plane crash.
And now the Kremlin claims to have recovered the black box data recorders from the downed flight. In London, Craig Palcott, Fox News.
Rite Aid is preparing to declare Chapter 11 bankruptcy, that according to the Wall Street Journal. Rite Aid faces more than 1,000 federal and a number of state-level lawsuits over allegations the pharmacy chain oversupplied prescription painkillers during a national opioid addiction crisis. Lawsuits that bankruptcy would halt, in addition to helping the company deal with its reported $3.3 billion of debt. The company's securities filings also revealing that revenue declined 6% last quarter compared to a similar period last year, and its net loss rose to $307 million, nearly triple that of last year. So far, Rite Aid has not responded to any requests for comment. There's a lot more going on in the world of business and finance. CJ Papa is in now with more in this Fox Business Brief.
Amazon is in talks with Disney about the streaming version of ESPN it is developing, while possibly also taking a minority stake in the sports network. The Information reports ESPN is considering charging between $20 and $35 a month for the new streaming service, which would make it the most expensive in the U.S. Heineken is ending its business in Russia, selling it for €1 to a Russian manufacturing business. Heineken is also taking a loss of about $325 million. The company says its Russia business is no longer viable or sustainable in the current environment. Turns out those paper straws that quickly get soggy aren't so great for the environment after all. Scientists in Belgium say eco-friendly utensils are actually just as bad as plastic versions. Plus, some brands put out products that contain potentially toxic forever chemicals. And a new online poll says New Jersey is the worst state in America to drive in. California and West Virginia coming in behind the Garden State, while Nebraska, North Dakota, and Minnesota were at the top of the list for the best states to drive in. Money Geek researchers say the rankings are based on traffic, cost, and safety. That's business. In New York, I'm CJ Papa.
Meanwhile, the search for survivors continues on the island of Maui. More than 2 weeks after devastating wildfires, hundreds remain missing. Fox's William Lajeunesse has more.
We need your help now.
Maui police releasing the names of nearly 400 still unaccounted for after this deadly wildfire. Police asked relatives to submit DNA samples to help with identification. But as of Wednesday, just 104 families had completed the process. They ask anyone with information about those missing to contact police or the FBI.
We do know that once those names come out, it can and will cause pain for some folks that are affected by this.
Confirmed dead, 115. As of Monday, rescuers finished searching single-story residential buildings and have moved into multi-story and commercial properties. Once that is complete, Lahaina can begin the grueling task of removing debris.
We're okay with the status quo of what Lahaina was. Now we're going to see what Lahaina is going to be.
More than 2 weeks after the blaze, the exact cause is still unknown. On Thursday, Maui County filed a lawsuit against Hawaiian Electric, saying the company ignored warnings and kept power lines on during dangerous fire conditions. The lawsuit alleges downed lines ignited dry fuel and contributed to the fires.
Trees into lines, lines breaking, falling on the ground, and energizing grass. All of those things that I described are things that our fire investigators found in this case.
Hawaiian Electric says it's disappointed by the lawsuit and remains focused on supporting the people of Maui. In Los Angeles, William Lajeunesse, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, artificial intelligence is being applied everywhere from the classroom to combat sports. We'll explain. And in sports, Tracy's Charity Golf Scramble returns to Herman Meadow this weekend, featuring a very special guest. We'll be right back.
Rookie QB C.J. Stroud leads the Texans against the Saints.
What a catch!
Preseason football, Sunday at 8 Eastern on Fox.
wherever you are. Whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Meet Gold Bond Healing, a powerhouse lotion that moisturizes, heals, and smooths dry skin. With 7 moisturizers and 3 vitamins, you can pay more, but you can't get more. Gold Bond, champion your skin.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Be wise all, take Zysol at night.
Hank Williams Jr. Are you ready for the contract? Live in concert. It's a family tradition. The Bad Boy. With special guest Old Crow Medicine Show. Alabama women. Friday, August 25th. Main Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. I was born to boogie. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Hank Williams Jr.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
A Post-it note helped to free a kidnapping victim. It happened near Mesa, Arizona, and Fox's Brian Webb has that story.
Authorities say the kidnapping happened near a car dealership in Mesa, and he said he was going to take her on a 300-mile trip to Las Vegas. But somewhere along the way near Seligman, Arizona, she made other plans.
It is a crazy story, but one that we wanted to tell specifically because of what the victim did for herself to help herself.
A minivan picks up a woman Monday morning in Mesa, the driver wearing a wig and pretending to be an Uber driver.
He ended up taking her into his own van and putting some zip ties on her and took her hostage and kidnapped her.
The two spent the night near Lake Mead on the way to Las Vegas. But the next day, at a gas station in Seligman, Arizona, the victim managed to pass a note to a customer asking them to call 911. This is a picture of the actual Post-it note.
That said, call 911, my name is such and such, and here's a phone number, description of the van, and where they were headed.
The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office notified DPS, and troopers arrested 41-year-old Jacob Wilhoit a few miles down the road, carrying several weapons inside the vehicle.
You know, a lot of us might have just looked at this person like she was crazy, and thank goodness this customer took her seriously, and the customer called 911.
Authorities say the two do know each other and that she was reported missing by her mother on Tuesday, with Wilhoit the person of interest. He is now facing several charges, including kidnapping and assault.
Definitely a scary situation there. Glad that it was resolved. Meanwhile, one company is hoping to transform the world of boxing using artificial intelligence. Fox's Sue Guzman has more.
The use of artificial intelligence to give sports fans a better viewing experience is nothing new. But one Danish tech startup is hoping to throw the first punch when it comes to using the tool to revolutionize combat sports.
Round one. Box!
The company Jabber has developed an AI system called Deep Strike.
I think it's going to be absolutely transformative for the clubs.
Jabber says its AI system is capable of calculating 50 different areas in real time. The company says, given a video feed of a boxing match, its technology can analyze how many strikes a fighter throws, how many connect, and how much they hurt, but that's not all.
It's also going to do a lot of other cool things like generate automated highlights for you.
The company recently testing Deep Strike at a boxing club in London for the first time. The system successfully kept up with the action using different camera angles to generate highlights, as well as gather statistics and performance analysis. Some hope this is just the start of modernizing the industry.
I think it's high time we do that sort of thing. Boxing as an industry in general tends to be fairly staid, where everyone just does what they've done before.
There are concerns about whether the technology could replace referees, but the company says while that's a hot-button issue, Deep Strike has shown it can do the job.
For 10 out of the 12 fights, it picked the same winner as the judges.
Jabber says it's working on making beta a version of its AI system available to the public later this year. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
Students are returning to the classroom, but will AI be a part of their curriculum? Fox's Lydia Hu has more on how schools are planning to use artificial intelligence.
ChatGPT is a genie that you can't put back into the bottle. It's a type of AI that is generative. In other words, it creates new materials.
It's back to school, and artificial intelligence is no longer the new kid in class. ChatGPT launched last fall, dividing educators over if and how students should be using AI technology for learning. AI can be used to give tailored feedback on student assessments while still keeping teachers in the loop. But students may also use it to write essays without using critical thinking. AI is still developing, so experts warn it may be biased or inaccurate at times.
We need to put in guidelines early to make sure that it's ultimately an asset to education.
AI policies for public K-12 schools are usually implemented at the district level, while universities typically leave it up to the professors. This Emory University professor believes his older students can use it to draft assignments, then focus on refining them with a human eye.
Let's try to use these things productively in the classroom.
Some K-12 schools have prohibited ChatGPT, but students of all ages may still find ways around bans.
So having a direct conversation with them the same way that you hopefully talk to them about cell phone use, this is particularly important.
The public school district here in New York City banned ChatGPT back in January, but reversed that policy months later. In New York, Lydia Hu, Fox Business.
Another round of severe weather is threatening the U.S. next week. It comes after storms pummeled states in the western and central U.S. Fox's Anna Eliopoulos has the latest.
As several states clean up from devastating floods, Florida is bracing for a possible tropical system to impact the state next week. Forecasters expect the system to gain strength in the warm Gulf of Mexico waters and potentially bring heavy rain to Florida's Gulf Coast. Officials in the Sunshine State urging folks to get prepared.
We're going to be prepping over the next 3 days over the weekend as if we were going to be getting a Category 1 hurricane and making those preparations.
It's the latest storm to threaten the U.S. this month.
We started looking out the windows and there was police cars, ambulances everywhere.
In Michigan, 75-mile-per-hour winds downed trees, tore roofs off of buildings, and left thousands of customers without power on Thursday. A mother and 2 children were killed after a car hydroplaned and crashed into another vehicle. The storm also whipping up a possible tornado that flipped residences in this mobile home park.
A guy lives here 20 years. A guy said down here he's never had this problem, never had flooding like this or nothing.
And on the West Coast, days after Tropical Storm Hilary pummeled California, communities are still cleaning up mud and debris. Officials estimate a major roadway in and out of Palm Springs could be closed for as long as 2 months due to the damage.
There's electrical power that's down. There's, other infrastructure that needs to be repaired.
Officials in Southern California say it will likely cost millions of dollars to repair the damage from Hilary. Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Just some devastating images there, but meanwhile in our neck of the woods, things are looking a little bit less extreme, and we'll find out all the details in our full 5-day forecast coming right up.
Rain, cooled air out there today. Highs only in the 60s, even a couple of 50s out there. Tomorrow gets a bit warmer, but we're going to turn off the faucet at some point. Details on that when I come back.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos? Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Call the twos. We win for you.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a fifth-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore.
Get inspired and revive any room in your home with trending pieces that fit your life. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Experience the style at Jordan's.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 50% off a year of service and a free phone.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
Really
huge deal.
Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
Awesome.
Echo.
Echo.
Get 50% off a year of service and a free phone. US Cellular, built for us.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Saturdays, baseball's best are showing out.
Swing and a drive.
Talk Saturday baseball all season long.
Here we go, your full weather is brought by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. And okay, so for us today, clouds, rain, some wind, and press repeat. That was our day. It kept temperatures back in the 60s for highs. That's not normal, but tomorrow we should get back up into the 70s around here. And then finally, we'll get some rain ending across the area tomorrow and have a very nice day for Sunday into Monday. We're going to salvage like half the weekend. For tonight, though, we're talking about still some showers and a couple of thunder showers out there, kind of lingering all night long into tomorrow morning. And then most likely a band of showers coming through about midday tomorrow. And then we're done. We'll get some clearing skies tomorrow night and then give us a very nice day for us on Sunday into Monday. Some fog at night in there as well. But overall, a couple very nice days are on the way. We got to get through tonight and tomorrow morning for sure. All right, so rainfall looks like this. So there's not a ton more rainfall on the way, but if you get under a thunder shower overnight tonight, you could easily see a half inch or an inch of rainfall. So be ready for that with localized flooding across the area again. As we've had so much rain, we have, but most of the country has not. Still drought conditions across the Midwest and the Great Lakes and the South for sure. They could use some rainfall here, but for us, look at this whole region is not in need of more rainfall, but yet it still keeps raining, and there is more rain in our 5-day forecast right now. Tonight, though, the wind is out of the northeast, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll actually go calm for a couple hours. We'll give us some dense fog tonight, and then tomorrow kind of switch out of the southwest throughout the afternoon. If you're driving tonight, though, we're looking for some dense fog, especially well after midnight. All right, so highs today, or not so high highs today, right? 62 in Millinocket, 64 here in Bangor, 64 Bar Harbor. Again, this is not normal rain cool, kind of cloud cool air today. The average high being still like around 75. Nobody did that today, but tomorrow we're going to get much closer. So be ready for a bit of a warm-up across the area tomorrow. Overall, the trend, though, so here is like the first week of September. We're going to build some heat across the Midwest once again, and that's going to give areas here well above average temperatures. But for us, kind of like how it's been all spring and summer, likely near average or below average temperatures across our region the first week of September. All right, so the rain showers out there today for us, and further south, though, we're watching the tropics, of course. Still several systems out here we're watching, none of which are imminent right now, but we are watching them for you into the early portions of next week. Our forecast then tonight, though, is rain showers and some wind. Some dense fog is likely. Look for low temperatures down near 60, so muggy outside, right? For tomorrow, lots of clouds around, rain showers lingering probably through about midday tomorrow, with high temperatures back in the low to mid 70s. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that chance for rain tomorrow. We're going to salvage Sunday with a high temperature of 73, Monday 77, lots of sunshine Monday and Tuesday, with temperatures leveling off in the 70s through much of next week. Peter?
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much. And sports is coming right up with Ryan Sudol. Stay with us.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
Join Changing Seasons Federal Credit Union for the annual Bikes, Beans, and Mean Machines Ride and Car Show, raising money for the Ending Hunger in Maine campaign on Saturday, September 16th. Enjoy a beautiful ride on your motorcycle or show off your mean machine, all while supporting a great cause. At Changing Seasons Federal Credit Union, we're committed to supporting our local community, and together, we can make a difference in the fight against hunger. Sign up today. Changing Seasons Federal Credit Union. We're here for what tomorrow brings.
People always ask me, what's the best mattress? Well, the best mattress for me isn't necessarily the best mattress for you. Bridget and our Sleep Techs will fit you to the perfect mattress. So if you're going to spend a third of your life sleeping on it, shouldn't it be the one for you?
For years, I've been inviting you to do business with Down East Toyota. Now let's hear from a customer.
I had been researching cars online and knew exactly what I wanted. With the vehicle shortage and popularity of the RAV4 Hybrid, I couldn't find exactly what I wanted anywhere. Down East came in clutch and found my dream car before it was ever built. It arrived early and the shop installed some options. I'd recommend Down East to anyone.
Thank you. We hope you'll soon discover that all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
This is gonna be hell on earth.
Why are you here?
I want to get punished.
Fight! This is not a game show.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test. Season premiere Monday, September 25th on Fox.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary, providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at the most affordable prices.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start out on the links. Big event this Sunday at Herman Meadow Golf Club, the 14th annual Tracy's Scramble, an event that brings out the best in the community and a local legend. Take a look.
I think generally the whole community up here cares about giving back and helping. That's what it's really all about.
On Sunday, Herman Meadow Golf Club is hosting the 15th annual Tracy Scramble, a charity golf event originally started by Tracy Gran to help a friend in need.
Former boss, her son had to have a major operation and he needed to go to the Shriners Hospital. So he just came up with an idea, let's raise some money, and that's basically how it started.
What started with just 54 golfers at a 9-hole course in Winterport has blossomed into an 18-hole tournament with nearly 150 golfers and multiple charities supported annually.
A lot of local supporters, but I also have a lot of people that are flying in for this event.
People like former MLB All-Star and Tracy's Hamden Academy baseball teammate, Mike Bordick.
I enjoy him coming, and most of all, the people around here love seeing him here, and he enjoys it.
And it continues to grow and get a lot better. He has a great community here that supports.
In turn, supporting causes like the Bangor Humane Society, local Unified Sports, and Bordick's charity League of Dreams, which gives special needs children the chance to play sports.
I think I've come to find that as I've obviously gotten older. The ability to give back to your communities, it's awesome to see the look on kids' faces.
Bordick Park, Hamden Academy's baseball field, named for the former star, will also receive money.
It's just so heartwarming for me. I love how he supports that program there because that program helped us.
Funds from those registering will benefit the causes, as well as auctioning off pieces of sports memorabilia.
I'm good friends with Ricky Craven. He also brought some stuff and signed it. Mike brings some stuff. Have anything from Bruins to Red Sox to Patriots.
But as much as supporting the community means to folks like Mike and Tracy, bringing the community they love together means just as much.
It was incredible to grow up here and have the life experiences we had back then. And the bottom line is community being together, I think, makes everybody stronger.
I mean, I enjoy it. It's a lot of work, but it's a great day.
Can't wait for that. Okay, now to some field hockey. Huge day at UMaine Friday with Black Bear Field Hockey opening their regular season with the first game at their new field against Boston College. Eagles ranked number 17 in the nation. Black Bears challenge right out of the gate. Let's go to the third quarter. 2-0 BC. Margot Carlin has it in close, trying to set up something in front, but Hannah Abbott, a great defensive play for the Black Bears. Early fourth quarter, corner for BC. Carlin takes it. Layla Rosenquist the stop. Peyton Hale sends it to Mia Garber, and she scores 3-0 Eagles. Later, another corner for Carlin. Hale sends one right on goal, but nice stop with the body by Jade Temby to keep it 3-0. Finally, Maine a corner. Mallory McKessie sets up Poppy Lambert for the shot, but Caroline Kelly the sprawling save. Maine would score a goal late, but BC wins it 3-1.
We played a good team, and we were a bit disorganized that time with some of our young players, but still a great experience for us to be playing teams of this caliber because this is what we want to be at.
Now let's go to some Little League baseball. Gray New Gloucester Little League, Maine's Boys of Summer, are back home and getting ready for a hero's welcome plus a big bash this weekend. There will be a parade on Sunday for the team to celebrate their World Series run down in Pennsylvania. The parade is at 3:30 p.m. and starts at the Old Cole Farms restaurant in Gray and ends at Douglas Field in the center of town, where there will be a celebration. The team was the first since 2005 to make it to the Little League World Series from Maine, and only the fourth in state history to advance that far. And finally, the Boston Red Sox. The Sox facing off against the Dodgers tonight, with Mookie Betts making his grand return to Fenway Park. Betts, of course, led off for the Dodgers and received the warmest of welcomes from the Red Sox faithful. He'd go 1 for 4 on the night. Okay, bottom first, Alex Verdugo leading off. How's this for poetry? A guy included in the Betts trade homers on the first pitch of the game, his second straight leadoff homer. 1-0 Sox. Next inning, Trevor Story's up, and he turns on one. That's headed for the monster, and it's gone. His first home run since returning to the lineup. 2-run shot, 3-0 Sox. But the Dodgers mount a comeback. Top 6 with Will Smith on. Kike Hernandez rips a single. That ties it 3-3. They would then take the lead, and then top 7th, Max Muncy a liner towards the corner. Betts and Freddie Freeman score to make it 6-3 Dodgers. They go on to win this one 7-4. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $9,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit your Maine Chevy dealer.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family by a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Now is the time to consider taking care of your driveway or parking lot. With more than 25 years experience, Harvey Paving and Seal Coating specializes in asphalt maintenance. A fantastic way to extend the life of your asphalt is by taking care of it, and we will fill in all the cracks and seal coat afterwards. This leaves your driveway with a beautiful finish looking like new. Why not increase the curb appeal of your residential or commercial space? Give us a call today at Harvey Paving and Seal Coating for a free quote. 262-0154.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty, and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Lease a Tucson for $239 a month or get 3.29% APR or $2,500 bonus cash. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
The Furniture Gallery is celebrating Labor Day. Sofas starting at $399. Recliners starting at $299. Queen mattresses also starting at $299. Choose from our large in-stock selection and take it home today. Like Ashley, Flexsteel, Serta, Restonic, and Nectar. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery's Labor Day sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business and save money. Find your best value at the Furniture Gallery. Open 7 days a week. Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Welcome to Hell's Kitchen.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
You need to commit your part in this journey.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Welcome back. A Glenburn church offered a pick-me-up for local kids just in time for back-to-school season. A team of hairstylists gathered at the Glenburn Evangelical Church on Friday afternoon to offer free haircuts for local children. Cuts for Christ is a group that serves those who can't afford haircuts or grooming services. Today, a team of their professional stylists donated their services to help these kids look and feel their best.
It's just a way for us to bless them and to help our community.
To the new hairdos, kids and families received hygiene products and were able to enjoy nail painting and coloring activities. Team members from Cuts for Christ also say they hope to see the event continue on for years to come. A great event there. The skies will be full of beautiful hot air balloons in northern Maine this weekend. Take a look at some of these pictures sent in by Allie and Troy Bailey. Breathtaking views with some very, very cool and colorful balloons. These pictures taken yesterday at the Crown of Maine Balloon Fest Craft and Vendor Fair. It's a 3-day event that runs through Saturdays and that's put on at the Northern Maine Fairgrounds in Presque Isle. The annual event is always put on the weekend before Labor Day, so a great chance to go out and take some amazing photographs. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be right back here tomorrow night.